Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my first official video that I'm in this year, so hi, how you doing? My hair faded. The green is like fully out of my hair now. It's kind of sad. So yeah, this video is just the Wrestlemania card predictions for this year, and I'm gonna explain why I think that's happening and who's gonna win and all that. So yeah. Let's get started with the pre-show. The first match is going to be the men's battle royal for the Andre the Giant trophy thing. As you just saw, those are all the people that I think are going to be competing in it. And let me tell you who I think is going to win. I think it's going to be Rey Mysterio because he's the only legend besides Big Show, but Big Show I'm pretty sure has already won it. So they would have Rey win it, and it'll just be another thing to add to his legacy. So also, not to mention that Big Show, Rey Mysterio, and R-Truth would be the only ones getting their own entrances, and that's because Rey Mysterio, icon, Big Show, icon, R-Truth has the 24/7 title, and he's probably going to be the first one out. So there you go. That's it. Okay, the next match is for the Raw Tag Team titles. So out of these two, I'm pretty sure AOP would win since they're pushing them. So that's my thoughts on that. Why do I think it's going to be these two teams? Because I don't want to see the OC versus Heavy Machinery. They're not even War Raiders anymore. Oh my god. I don't want to see Viking Experience versus the OC anymore. And there's not really that many other tag teams on Raw. So the only good team to have them against is AOP. And AOP is getting a push anyways. So that's why I think that's going to happen. Next we have the Women's Battle Royal. And let me just show you who I think is going to be in it. Again, like the men's battle royal, the only three people getting their entrances are probably going to be Carmella, because she's won it already. Naomi, again, because she's won it already. And Nia Jax, because she's going to be the biggest threat in the match. So they're obviously going to make it a big deal for her to come in. But the winner of the match, I think, is going to be Lacey, because they keep trying to make her something that's cool and good, but nobody cares. And she's a face now. Faces seem to win the women's one, so we'll see. If not Lacey, then they'll just give it to Alexa to add to Alexa's legacy, but I'm pretty sure it's Lacey. And then the first match of the night will be for the women's tag team titles. You might be asking, why do I have Charlotte and Natalya going against the Kabuki Warriors? Well, Charlotte, they don't want to put on the pre-show, and she doesn't need another marquee match against Lita or something. So the only thing to do is put her against the Kabuki Warriors for the tag titles. But who would be a good partner? Natalya. Why? Because they're both queens or whatever, and they're both pretty good at wrestling, and that just makes the most sense. So the Kabuki Warriors versus them, I see that happening. And I think the winners would be Charlotte because, Charlotte took the L last year, and Charlotte is their favorite golden girl, so they want her to have another Mania moment, and they want her to have every title, so why not give her the tag titles right there, and boom. The next match would be a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. So, out of these 7 competitors that you saw, I think, there's not, a lot for them to do. And they're all, bigger than the Battle Royal, but they're, not big enough to all get their own separate matches. So why not just throw all of them into, one mid-card match? So, yeah. I think the winner of this match would be Daniel Bryan because, he lost at last year's WrestleMania. So, this year they're going to, want to make him win something, so he's going to win the IC title. Next, we have the other mid-card title, the US title, defended in a triple threat match. So, I would say Andrade would win, but he won't have Zelina Vega, and Vince doesn't seem to really care about Andrade. So I think Humberto would win because they keep giving him airtime and they keep wanting to push him. If Andrade wins, the only reason he would win is because he's with Charlotte. So that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to that. The next match we have is the SmackDown Women's title match, and that's Bayley versus the winner of the Royal Rumble, Sasha Banks. So, I think Sasha's going to win the Royal Rumble, and if you don't, then that's okay. It's either going to be Sasha or Ronda, which I'll get into later. But, since I think Sasha's going to win, she'd obviously turn on Bayley, who, has a title match at Royal Rumble as well. After Bayley helps her win the Royal Rumble, Bayley's going to have a match, and then Sasha's going to come out, help Bayley win, and then turn on Bayley. Then I'll set them up for a Mania match, and there we go. And the winner would be Sasha, because Sasha deserves a Mania moment, and if she doesn't get one, then why even have her on the roster? They made her look really weak recently, like losing to Dana and always getting owned by Lacey. It's kind of annoying. Anyways, the next match that we have is Cena versus Lars Sullivan. This was supposed to be at last year's WrestleMania, but there was problems. Anyways, I think Lars Sullivan's going to be coming back now, and Cena needs a match this year, and the only one that makes sense is Cena versus Lars. So I think Cena will beat Lars in this match, and yeah. Our next match is Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. These two have a feud going on right now, and I think there's nothing else to do except build it up till Mania, and it's kind of a toss-up. I don't know who would win, if it would be Seth or Kevin. I guess I'm just going to go for Kevin winning, because right now he's a face, and I think AOP is going to come out with their little Raw tag team titles later after they won, and they're going to try to help Seth, and Kevin's just going to own them all, and that'll be the end of that, and yeah. Our next match is for the SmackDown tag team titles, and it's going to be a gauntlet match. We're going to announce it as a gauntlet match with 6 people, but I think Edge and Christian are going to be a surprise guest that they're going to say that they added in another team, and they're going to be the surprise. So the gauntlet match would start off with the champions, the New Day. Then it would be Morrison and Miz, because, I'm pretty sure they're going to have a feud with New Day till Mania, so, why not have that in there? Sorry if you can hear that, so there's some vehicle going on outside, but we're going to ignore that. Then after Miz and Morrison beat the New Day, the surprise team's going to come out, and it's going to be Edge and Christian. And then Edge and Christian are going to beat them and go on. Then after that, it's going to be the Revival, and the Revival are going to also lose to Edge and Christian. So the next team after them would be the Usos, and the Usos are actually going to beat Edge and Christian. And then after the Usos beat Edge and Christian, they're going to go against Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. And of course, they're going to lose. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler are going to lose. And then it'll be Usos versus the last team, Heavy Machinery. And then Heavy Machinery is going to get their big title win at Mania and be the new champions. Our next match is Undertaker's, WrestleMania match that he has every year, and it's going to be him versus AJ Styles. Why do I say AJ Styles? Because, there's not really anybody else on the roster that's big enough to take on Undertaker in that capacity. So AJ Styles has done a lot of stuff in his career, but he hasn't fought The Undertaker. So, there you go. Undertaker, of course, would win, and that'll be the end of that. On to the next match, which would be Brock Lesnar versus the Men's Royal Rumble winner, Drew McIntyre. This would be for the Universal title, or not the Universal, the Heavyweight title, because they switched them. Anyways, so Drew will be beating Brock in this match, but also at the Royal Rumble, they're changing it and making it to where Brock can be in the match. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Right now, there's a lot of weird things going on with the Royal Rumble. They want to give Roman and Baron their own match and then also put them in the Royal Rumble, which is stupid, so I don't want that, but... Anyways, Drew beats Brock in this match, and we're just gonna move on. So the next match is Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. I wish it would be the main event, but it's not, and I'll get to the main event next, but Becky versus Ronda has to happen, and I think Ronda's going to be returning at the Royal Rumble, so she's not going to win it, obviously, because of Sasha, but I do think she will win, like, Elimination Chamber or some kind of other thing to go against Becky, and then her and Becky can finally have their one-on-one match at Mania. Even though it's not the main event, they deserve their own match, and I think Becky's going to win. The main event, sadly, is The Fiend versus Roman Reigns. I like The Fiend, but I don't like Roman Reigns. So, I also don't think The Fiend deserves the main event, though. He's cool and all. That'd be like a cool kickoff match, but definitely not the main event. But that seems like what they want to do anyway, so I think that's how it's going to end. And I think it's going to be a triumph story where Roman beats The Fiend, and it's just going to suck, you know. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that. And yeah, hope you agree with my predictions. If you don't, that's okay. Let me know what you predict and stuff. And yeah. Bye from 2020.